Alright, folks, this is Stalin McRom, and we're back in Project Zomboid. I figured we'd continue our adventure with Gil Redding. From last time. So, when we last left Gil, he was sitting there in that farm shop that we found, and we couldn't figure out how to get him to bed. And after some further research, it apparently turns out that if you want to sleep on the floor, they've made a change where you can't just do that. You now have to be extremely tired, like dead tired, basically. So let's pick up where we left off and see how this goes. Looks like I need to adjust my sound a little bit. Give me a second. All right. Remember, we're in build 42.11. This is the unstable branch, and so that means it has a whole new crafting system and everything, complete with zombie ragdolls and everything. All right, let's see here. Character's a little overweight. He's in pain. He's very tired, but not extremely tired yet. And it is after midnight. So I think what we'll do is we'll go downstairs, find some books to read, and spend some time doing that until our character can sleep. The other thing I saw down here in one of these, and it didn't strike me until later, was this gardening basket, which we're going to equip in our secondary, because that will give us an extra inventory space. And let's see here. Let's see what the stats on that are. So it's got a capacity of 6 volume, basically, and it reduces the weight of things by 50%, so that's not too bad. So what we'll do is, let's see here. We'll go ahead and grab this Farmer's Magazine, and that one as well. We'll leave that one there for now, because we don't really need that one. Don't need any of that. Actually, those sacks can be useful. We don't need that right in a second, but those could be useful. Let's see what we got here. Wood saw we don't need. Fertilizer we don't need. The whetstone could be useful. We'll leave it here for now. Alright, what else we have? Also grab this farming magazine. And still masonry stuff we don't really need right this second. Alright, let's see here. That foraging book could also be good, because if we go to our skills, our foraging is at what? Well, probably wouldn't be useful at this point, because we're almost level 4 foraging, so not really that useful. The knee pads could be good, though. I'll have to remember that. Alright. That'll give us some extra armor, basically. This farm book could also be good. Help with boredom and stress later on. You already have one of those. Now that foraging book is useful. And I think so is that one. And we'll take this one as well. And that's some propellant already made. We don't need that. We don't need the burlap thing. Do we have one of those already? I think we do. Nope, that's 92, so we'll take that one too. Oh, already filled up the farm basket. That's okay, because we're just gonna take all this upstairs, just so that it's all upstairs where we can easily access it. There we go. All right, how are we doing? Still only very tired. That's all right. We're gonna fix that here in a second. Not to mention, carrying all this extra weight's going to really help us out when it comes to training up our strength anyways. So let's see what else we can put in here. So we'll throw this in here. And we'll take the seeds downstairs at some point. Let's see here, farm basket. So let's go ahead and throw these books in here, because what we'll do is we'll start with reading the magazines to learn the recipes that they can teach us, because we can always use those for lighting fires and stuff later on. All right, there we go. So let's go ahead and read that one. Just fast forward through this activity. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and read this one. I like this little fast forward through activity button. There we go. We're ridiculously tired now. So now we should be able to sleep. So if we sit on the ground, now we should be able to sleep on the ground. There we go. Yes, we want to sleep. Yeah, we're uncomfortable, but that's okay. Alright, so we're tired, but that's alright. Alright, so we've read that one, so we'll go ahead and read this one real quick. There we go. Alright, now what we can do is we're just going to throw all these in the trash because we don't really need them. Alright, we'll go back into our inventory here. And we're just going to eat these mushrooms. We're going to take a risk here. These mushrooms could be bad, but we're just going to take the risk at the moment. Yeah, that one was bad. Yeah, we'll go ahead and eat that one. Let's see here. Yeah, we are not doing good. We've poisoned ourselves, probably. This may be the end of the run. Well, there you go. That's why you don't just eat random mushrooms. Okay. Well, we're going to go downstairs, get some water, see if we can't sort this out. Yep. Yep. I don't think we're going to make it. This may be a short run. We could try to find some food poison, or some lemongrass to see if that'll treat our food poisoning, but it is unlikely. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that was the end of the run, folks. Thank you for joining me for this 8 minutes. Alright. Like I said, we do a new character here. And we'll do something a little more traditional. I think we'll do like Mauldrough, maybe. It's even new and improved, apparently. Riverside's also a lot of fun. Rosewood is interesting. West Point's apparently if you want to go to Louisville. But we'll do Mauldrough. Alright. So I think we'll do something a little different this time. Let's do... Let's see here. We'll do Lumberjack. And, we'll just go as is. We won't... No extra negatives. That character looks like Lumberjack right there. Raymond Foote. So, we'll start the adventures of Raymond Foote now that we say goodbye to Gil Redmond here. So let's get started. There we go. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and immediately start crouching just because that was, a problem. Then we get use this VHS. Let's see here. Fashions of the World. Lipstick. Wow. character started off in like a fashion house or something here. All kinds of fashion magazines. So we're just crouching around a little bit as we try to explore. We're gonna close these curtains just so zombies don't look in and see us. There we go. It does have the disadvantage of we can't look out and see them either. Comic books, earbuds. Alright, nothing there. Photograph of people dancing. Oh, that's nice. I didn't know. That's a new thing. Alright. So let's keep exploring around a little bit. We got socks in this one and an ID card. It's definitely not us. Alright, good to know. We got some pliers, which we'll take. Same with twine. I'd like to find a weapon before I deal with that zombie. Carving fork. I don't think that's going to be a great weapon, if I'm honest. I have used a rolling pin before. A brush. I'm not sure what that brush is for. Looks like some sort of scrub brush. Anything? Alright, we have a fresh tomato. And some fresh frozen peas. Wow. Not good loot in this house so far. Not even anything in the medicine cabinet. Dryer lint. Alright. That's it. Okay. Yep. Alright. I could probably stop sneaking. I don't know if that zombie's going to break in or not. My main concern is if there's anything already in the house. Oh, here we go. We got a claw hammer. We're going to equip that in our primary hand here. We're just going to grab this twine just because I feel like that could be useful. Legal shirt. Oh, let's see here. Alright. Oop. Bathroom. What do we got? We got some bandages. That could be useful. Soap's always useful. I don't really need the toilet paper or the shower cap. Got some books. Just a phone book. What do we got in here? Here we go. You know, we could take some money, though it's considered trash. Let's see here. What about over here? What do we have over here? Book. Another book. These are not really the things I'm looking for. What about down here? Got anything down this way? Master bedroom. Here we go. Briefcase. Key ring. And we'll just grab it for now. There we go. The briefcase might be our only source of carrying stuff in this house, which would be unfortunate. I'd like to find like a backpack or something. But it doesn't look like we're going to be so lucky, so we'll grab that in our secondary. There we go. Alright, what do we have in the briefcase? Photograph. Can we read this? Cool. It shows us, I think, a location on the map. I'm not sure. Okay, so that's useless. We'll drop that. We'll take that with us, just because it is something. Maybe not the most useful something, but it is something. Let's see here. Is this zombie in? No, he's still... Yeah, I know he's there. Alright, we're gonna go out the back door here. While he sits there and chews at the front door. Let me check the stove. Oh, there's a baking sheet in the stove. I don't care about that. There there's one zombie back here. Oh, there's multiple zombies. Alright. So far, so good. So we're gonna have to clear some of these zombies out here. Oh, that one was dead. There we go. Alright. Nothing on that one. Let's see if we can't get this one in the blue baseball cap out of the way as well. Why did they have a coffee maker out here? Okay, he's down. Yeah, that whole nervous mood that keeps popping up on the right there. That's because my character is not got any, like, real combat skills and stuff. Like, if you start as, like, the veteran, you don't have that problem at all. Ooh, let's see here. What do we have here? The trash bag is actually mildly worthwhile. Or at least it used to be. I don't know if it still is. I could be completely wrong here. Empty beer bottles, cans. We will take the empty bottles, just because we can use those to carry water. So let's head back towards the house here. And see if we can't get rid of that zombie on the front door. He's still there. That's fine. We're gonna take him out. There's a car over here. Have anything interesting? We had a key ring. So, oh, that one almost got us. That one almost got us. Well, we will wear the classic wristwatch. That'll at least give us the time. Alright. I was hoping to get a car key, but let's go inside here. There we go. Now that we've cleared this area of unfriendly guests, what we can do is wash all of our clothes, so we're not wandering around covered in zombie blood. Helps reduce chances of infection and make your character just generally happier. And then we'll wash ourselves. And fill up those water bottles. That way we've got some water. You don't want to carry too much water around. It does get heavy. Like you can see, our character's already slightly encumbered there, because those water bottles are slightly larger. Yeah, those are 2-liter bottles. So what we'll do is we'll split this out, and we'll put one in this. Well, it won't let us put it in the suitcase. All right, or the briefcase. Does the briefcase have like a limitation on it? What's in this? And let's see what we can do with this. Garbage bag. Briefs. Because used to, you had to use these trash bags to make like rain barrels and stuff. Looks like you don't need them anymore. Well, it could be under the building section instead of the carpentry section. Now, actually thinking about that. Let's check the building now. There we go. They've definitely changed this a lot. Let's see here. Farming? Drying rack. Butter churn. Tannin barrel. Okay, so they do have actual leather working in this in theory. Composter. Scratching board. Okay. Interesting. Mills, spinning wheels. All kinds of interesting things. Lean-to. Sand floor, sandbag, tarp shelter, barbed wire fence. Oh, rain collector. It does still require trash bags. Although you can apparently also use a tarp now. So, or one tarp instead of 4 trash bags. And then the smaller one. Yeah, there's basically the crate and the barrel. There's a lot of interesting things you can build now. Alright, well, we'll have to experiment with that some later. We've got water, so we're good there. I don't know if these are any good for anything here. Like, the empty pots can be good for collecting water and such, and cooking. But I don't really want to carry around a whole empty pot. Same with the rolling pin. So, like, that's all I wanted. Alright, so let's just get out of here. Let's go check on this car. If I can not close the door in my face. Alright. Maybe we'll take these magazines. Can those go in the... Okay, so the magazines go in the briefcase. Interesting. What about the bookshelf? Anything interesting? Really? See if we can find any useful books. Now that we're not being harassed by zombies. Well, these will be good for entertainment value. Alright, we'll head out, because I don't want to weigh myself down with books here. We did find a car key. Fantastic. Nice. So we found a car key. Let's take a look at this car, because this car is clearly in bad shape. But it is the one we have a key for. Let's attach that to our back, because the tire iron's a decent weapon. Alright. We're going to check this car and see how bad it is, because it looks pretty bad. Oh, it's not great. Let's see here. Hood is awful. Engines starting to fall apart. Tires are just missing in the back here. Yeah, it would run, but it wouldn't be great. Wait, capacity. Yeah, not good. It's out of gas, too. Alright. So, like, we could fix it, but, oof. See the... And there's a tarp. Can we take the tarp? We can take the tarp. We can use the tarp to make a shelter. Our character's a little heavy, though. Right now, let's see here. Anything interesting here? Oh, let's read about the art gallery. That'll be really helpful in a zombie apocalypse, you know? Never know when you might need to know where the art gallery is. I don't think that house made it. Alright, where are we? That's a fair number of zombies over there. Yep. we go. Alright, so we at least have an idea of where we were before. Okay, so we're kind of on the edge of town here. So that's fine. Let's go check out this house. See if we can't... Oh, this is the garage. You know what? I hear somebody. Got a flashlight. We'll take the flashlight. And... a saw. That zombie was just not taking no for an answer, was he? Alright. Back to our looting, now that we've dealt with our invader. Let's see here. So we've got planks, medium handles. The hacksaw is good. The wood saws are also good. Oh, I don't know that we're going to worry too much about those. We know they're here. Okay. Well, some of these are kind of cool. Make glass jar, make glass bottle, make smoke bombs, gas mask filters, recharge the filters. So those might be good to have. We have next to it, got a lug wrench and a pipe wrench, funnel. So we'll grab these two here, definitely. Throw those in the briefcase. Take with us. What do we have in here? They have, wow. This person has like a bellows. They have this blacksmithing hammer. So this house has like everything we need to start. Well, a lot of the stuff we need to start making us forge. So let me mark that. Can I add a marker on here? Map symbols. Oh, we don't have a pen or pencil. Okay. Forgot about that. What about you? You got a pen and pencil, zombie? No. Our character's also getting hungry. We don't have any food right now. There were some tomatoes back in the fridge. Let's see what's in the other shed. Alright, we got some cheap metal. Rubber hose, safety goggles, claw hammer, wood glue. Oh, that's good stuff. Nuts funnel. Wow, this is actually a great, like, little, when you're getting ready to gear up kind of situation here, but that's not where we're at right now. Again, good to keep note of all this. Oh. We got a zombie out in the back here. Anything on the barbecues? Alright, so this has enough fuel for 9 hours. What about that one? 18 hours. Alright, so we could come back here and cook as well if we needed to. Let's move on before we run into problems. Oh, we've got some more zombies. Let's get into our crouch mode. One of them has noticed us. Okay, that one's down. Like I said in my previous episode, 3 zombies is always a little concerning. But we've got it down to 2. Now 1. So, this one have anything in it? We could get a gold watch. Babling in. This one had another house key of some sort. And we're gonna check the alarm. No alarm. Okay. We're gonna actually wear that digital watch instead on the left wrist. And drop the classic. There we go. How many more? We still got 2 left. We get one of them's attention. Come on, zombie. Come here. Come here. I just want one of you. There we go. Come on. Come here. You don't need your friend. You tried to get me. That must have been rotting or something because it's listed as bad smell. There we go. This one has a key ring, which we'll take. I'll take the residence key off of it. Drop it. That'll just help us out in case we need to get into like a house or something later. This one also has a key. And that's it. Nothing else of real value there. Alright. Well, we're slowly but surely sort of securing ourselves a space here. This large mansion up here that burned down. If it hadn't burned down, it might have been viable to stay there. Let's go over here and see if we find anything else. This house has been boarded up. This was a survivor's house. Okay, this car is locked. Looks like. We got some sort of food. What's in this? Can we empty this out? Well, you know what we'll do is we'll just grab this as well in our thing here. That's why there's a sledgehammer in here. Throw all that on the ground. Wondering what was so heavy about that trash bag. So I left the head of a sledgehammer in there. Alright, now let's go ahead and put our briefcase back in our secondary. There we go. I'll fix our weight a little bit. Can we put that in there now? Yeah, yes, we can. There we go. What about this box of ammo? Can we put that in there? No. Adhesive bandage? Yes. Twine? Yes. Pliers? No. Alright, I think our secondary is filled up there. Let's see here. Can we see in here? I see a dead body. It's not a good sign. Gonna creep slowly around. Yeah, this is looking bad. Let's see here. See if there's a way in. We got a couple zombies out back here. Let's go deal with one of these at least. If we can get rid of these, we might be able to get into that house. Well. Because these boarded up houses are survivor houses, and they tend to have decent loot in them. Come here. Alright. How we doing? Got another residence key. Alright, so that's that zombie. Nothing of great value on either one. Okay, so we're gonna have to pull... Uh-huh. That's what I was looking for. There's one left in the house. That's why you go around and check, because sometimes these survivor houses, they're just not as safe. But we can unbarricade this one door. There we go. We're going to drop that plank, because we don't need it on our stuff right now. Oh. Door is locked. All right. Let's unbarricade this. Now, this is very risky. Because it's taking time, and we're looking at the window. Alright, I need to drop these planks. Unbarricade. My goal is to find something like a large hiker's backpack or something. Drop. Alright, we're going to look around, make sure there's nobody sneaking up on us. Alright. Come on, open window. Because if we can get inside, golden. There we go. We're gonna go defensive mode here. What happened to our briefcase? Oh, we left our briefcase outside. I'm like, we had stuff here. Hold on. Let's go to that. Equip secondary. There we go. Alright, let's go in here. Anything? Nothing in here. So I think we just have that one zombie in here. Who's in the bathroom. Get down. Get back. Nope, nope. There we go. Bad bathroom zombie. He tried to get us. You all saw it. He attacked me first. Alright. Bathroom zombie. Did not have anything of great value. Oh, we got alcohol wipes. Alcohol wipes are great to have. More alcohol wipes. Bandages. Chocolate bars we'll take. Dehydrated meat stick. Oh man, were they just like storing like all the food in here? Graham crackers. Take the cinnamon and we'll take the beta blockers just because the beta blockers can be good if you're like having panics. Now I'm still like hearing some zombie sounds here. Oh man, lots and lots of food. What about in here? We got nothing. Dirty rag. Okay, so they were trying to wash stuff in here. Alright. Still not seeing any zombies. But yeah, on the one we closed. Now I'm going to close this door so we don't get anybody in here. And we're going to close this window here. We're going to close the curtains just so they don't see us in here. This might be a good place to set up for our first night here. Let's get over to this bookshelf and see if there's anything of value here. Lots of stuff of value here. Got several books that teach recipes in a magnifying glass, which I don't know if... Can I do anything with that? No, it doesn't say I can. So we got some weapon schematics too. All kinds of stuff over here. Lots of things on this bookshelf that are of value. So we definitely want to spend some time at this house, especially since it's got food and whatnot. We also have a crowbar, which is really nice. Woodstone, more weapon schematics. Oh man. It's been great. And we got some more ammunition. Not the kind we need for our current gun that we started with. Bottle opener is also good. We're gonna... Well, actually, leave the fruit box there. Well, let's see what's in the fridge. See if we can't find something that we can snack on real quick. No, I'm not seeing a great... Okay, no great snackage in the fridge. That's unfortunate. What about over here? So we got, a hunting knife. Hunting knife's real good. Here's where they're hiding the snackage, over here under the microwave. So what we'll do is we'll put some of this stuff over here for now. Like the graham crackers. And we'll go ahead and just eat this meat stick. There we go. Alright, we'll also put the peanut butter over there for now. Cool. I don't want to keep hitting the wrong button. Right, let's go upstairs and make sure this upstairs is secure. Because what we could do is we could grab some of those barricades and re-barricade the door if we wanted. Oh, there's definitely a zombie up here, and it is dark up there. I do not like that. Alright, so what I'm going to do is go downstairs. And we're going to set the briefcase down. We're going to drop that. We're going to go in the briefcase. Can I get the flashlight? We're going to equip secondary. And... oh, good. I think that turned the flashlight on. It did. Okay, nobody there. Okay, so they're in one of those other rooms. Got a batting helmet. Elbow pads. Like, we've got some armor, technically. Another residence key, we'll just take it. Diary. In. Okay. See, we heard him. We heard that zombie. But there's another one. We're going to equip this fanny pack. Just because that'll give us some more storage capacity. Alright. That wouldn't normally be that risky, but there's only one. Okay, we got some more food up here. Including the dead rat, technically. We can cook that. Not our first choice. Some more weapon schematics. Nice. We also got some more stuff. Wow. This has been a great house. What about the zombie? You got anything on you? Not really. Alright. And in the medicine cabinet, we've got some more first aid supplies, including 2 suture needles. Which are fantastic. It means we can do some tailoring and sewing. Alright, this house will keep us alive for a while we gear up. Now, we still got to find, like, a proper backpack. So let's go over here and check. Let's see here. DE. What is a DE pistol? I'm not familiar with a DE pistol. Wonder if that's supposed to be a Desert Eagle. It does contain a magazine. Let's see here. Yeah, it doesn't give us much information on that. We do have some leather gloves, though. Those could be good. And a hard hat. A nice book as well. Alright, let's actually check out this other room here. Okay, that was where we found those, and that was right. So nothing fancy. I don't think we checked out this first room here. What about in here? And here we've got... nice, we got 2 baseball bats. Oh, we've got a book on napping. Interesting. And a butterfly knife. Not my first weapon in the zombie apocalypse, but... you know, it could work. Alright, well, let's go get our character fed, now that we've cleared out the upper floors here. Did I finish checking this room here? I don't think I checked the closet in here. I did not. And we've got a metal baseball bat, a nightstick, more weapon schematics, diary, condolence letter of no value. And we got some armor schematics to teach us to make tire body armor. Interesting. Leather jackets are pretty decent for armor. And the pillows you need to make for, like, you know, impromptu beds and stuff. So, alright, so let's head back downstairs. Oh, it looks like there's a basement, too. I just noticed that. I don't think I've been in a house with a basement. Okay, there's no zombies down here. That's nice. We got half iron bar, welding torch, propane for Lantern, battery, nice. Oh, we got some military grade stuff. So let's see here. Now we'll switch over to the military boots. Because that will help us out. Because they're better than our current shoes. And we'll drop the sneakers. That's nice. Got some rope too, which will be useful for crafting. Let's see what we got on this shelf. Got a wooden rod, so we can use that to make a spear. And a metal sheet. Alright. So not the worst finds. Okay. Anything else in here? Let's close up some of these blinds here. Just so we don't invite any unwanted guests. What we should really do... check these corpses here, because I don't know that these were zombies. They may have just been people living here that decided, you know, they couldn't take it anymore. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to grab the corpse, because we're going to turn off our flashlight. Turn off and unequip. We're going to attach that to our right belt there. Grab this corpse. And we're going to get these outside. I have to drop the corpse. I forgot I can't open the door with the corpse. Now we'll grab the corpse. Okay, make sure we look around a little bit. Let's drag this out into the street a little bit, get it out of the way. Okay, we'll drop it here. Our character is not in great shape for this. Alright, so what we'll do is just make that a long-term project to get the corpses out. So let's see what we can do food-wise. So we kind of want to use stuff that's going to spoil first. And looking at what we've got some fresh ground beef and some bacon, some peas. We could make like a stir fry if we had like a pan. So we have a baking tray. We have a fresh pizza cooked. Oh, hello. Yeah, turn these on and get them warmed up. Basically, you just don't want to eat them cold. Go ahead and eat all that. There we go. We'll grab this. So what we'll do is we'll go put this in the fridge so we don't overcook the pizza. There we go. So that was good. So that takes care of the hunger. It's getting kind of late in the day. My character's still a little weighed down. What do we have in our fanny pack? I just realized we hadn't checked. Alright, so the fanny pack's empty. And what are the stats on that? It will hold basically one capacity of stuff, so not very much. Let's go outside. And I know normally you don't do foraging out in this city area, but you can. It just changes what you're going to find. We're going to do a little bit of foraging, see if we find anything, which we did. What did we find? We found... is that a caterpillar? It is a caterpillar. We don't want the caterpillar. I'm just doing this to get my character some XP, burn a bit more daylight, and also for maybe a stick or something. What do we got here? What is this? Oh, we got some wild thistles. We'll put that in our fanny pack. Wild thistles are valuable. Because you can always use that to make, like, a salad or something. Oh, it's starting to rain outside. Oh, we got something over here. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We got some more wild mushrooms. I don't know if we're going to pick those up. Sunglasses. Sunglasses. Yeah, so it's kind of funny. It adds, like, the stuff the zombies drop when you knock things off of them. More wild mushrooms. We had bad luck with the mushrooms. We're not going to do that again. Here we go. Here we go. What do we got here? What do we got here? Oh, we got some adhesive bandages. We'll put that in our fanny pack. There we go. Alright. So I think we've wasted enough time on the foraging around the house. Just see what we forgot. The character is still pretty exhausted, so we'll disable search mode. Back inside here real quick. There we go. And yeah, I know I'm still creeping around. Let's go ahead and go to the sink. We're going to wash ourselves real quick. Wash our clothes. Having soap is what is really helping our character out here. Wash all our weapons, get our claw hammer nice and clean. We should actually check this status of our claw hammer. It's still in decent condition. The handle's not doing great. So we'll have to work on that. But that's alright. We'll also go ahead and drink. And fill up our plastic bottles. What we'll also do, since we have the place to storage, we'll drop one of these in here. That way we're just not carrying too much in the way of water bottles. We'll just toss that in there. There we go. Yeah, I keep doing that. Keep doing that. Alright. So I think we'll go upstairs. We'll see how our character's doing. Doing fine on status. We've got some strength because we're a lumberjack. We're getting some fitness XP here. And we should be getting some, like, move quietly XP as well. Yeah, we are slowly getting some light-footed XP. Then with nimble, not really any running, but we haven't been running. Getting a lot of sneaking, though. Alright, well, let's go in here. So I kind of like this room. Turn the light on just so we can see. There it is. Alright. And I think we'll just go ahead and sleep. Yeah, there we go. Alright, there we go. Nice restful night, unlike our last character who died. Because I ate some bad mushrooms. Entirely on me that our character died. Is this? Thought I heard something there for a second. Alright, let's go through and read what's on this thing here. Is this letter of any importance? No. Okay. Good. Read that. Why can't we? It's too dark to read. We need to turn the lights on. There we go. No, I didn't want that. Wait, close curtains, please. There we go. Alright. Back to this. Alright, so now we'll read that. Oh, this mostly just how to grow hemp on the Legalize It magazine. Do like it adds a check mark to if you've read something now. Carve. Don't know if that's a gunshot or a storm sound. weapon schematics, read. There we go. Alright. I'm hearing a zombie. Let me get my timer in this time. I think we'll have just these crackers here. We'll just eat those crackers. And then we're going to have to go deal with this zombie we heard. Alright. Zombie dealt with. Is that the only zombie? One of the things you gotta do when you're doing long-term survival in Project Zomboid. Every time you pass nighttime, you gotta get up, check your perimeter, make sure you ain't got no zombies hanging out on your house, waiting to ambush you. Alright, so that zombie's dealt with. This yard's gonna be a mess soon. Alright, let's go over here and do just a little bit of poking around. Don't really care about that. Anything in here? Nothing. It looks like this one might have some gym equipment or something. Let's see here. There's definitely a zombie in there. Oh, we see that one zombie. That's two zombies, actually. There you go, turn off the TV. So there's a zombie in that room. That's... The two zombies were apparently trying to get at each other, I guess. Ooh, we will take the sewing kit. Sewing kit's good. What about upstairs? Anything upstairs? Like zombies? I don't see any zombies. Do you have some sheets? Another key. Might be for this house. Books. Any books? We'll take this black pin, just because that could be useful. Alright, what do we got? We got some more bandages. Ah, yes, the plunger, the mightiest of weapons. Actually, I have done a run with plungers before, just because it's funny. I got some painkillers. Painkillers are actually good. That's a good find. Anything in here? Books. Stockings, dress. Not really seeing anything of value. Okay, let's move on. Oh, ooh. Had a quiet one. That one was trying to sneak up on us. Ooh, that one actually jump scared me a bit. Alright. Nothing on that. Nothing there. Nothing of value there. Alright. So, beyond it's a bunch of zombies. We haven't found anything of too much value in here yet. Go check this bookcase. Yeah, I did. Some comic books. I kind of want in that room, just because there might be something valuable in there. Right. Looks like a zombie at some point busted in through the back door. So then we got some more food in this house, which is good. Salt, pepper, peanut butter, corkscrew, seltzer water, distant scream. Brochure pin. What about over here? Anything? Headphones. What about in here? Oh, we got a screwdriver. Nice. Screwdriver's always good to have. I saw something in this. It's just another trash bag. Although this trash bag has stuff in it. Lots of key rings around. Alright. I'm getting real risky here. Stay down. There we go. Okay, well, wasn't really worth it. It was just a bathroom with nothing in it. Okay. Let's grab what we can here. I don't really need the corkscrew, the seltzer water. Don't really need the muffin tin. Cutting board might be useful. I don't know. The peanut butter is useful, so we'll take that. The pepper's useful. We'll take that. All the stuff in the fridge is useful. We'll take it. Stuff in the freezer is useful. We'll take that. There we go. And I think we've gotten everything we really care about in this house. Let's head back to kind of our base of operations here. As we're slowly securing this neighborhood and scouring it for resources. I do want to see if we can't find the key to this car. That'd be nice. Because that would let us go out more, but because I haven't found it yet. So we go. Put all this stuff away, and we'll see about getting another one of these corpses out of the house as well. There we go. So let's see here. Bacon, bologna. We'll put the beef in the freezer, but butter, those can go in here. Freezer can get the bag of chicken, the beef, the frozen corn. Yeah, those can all go in the freezer because I'd like those to last longer. There we go. And then we'll put over here, we'll put the peanut butter and the pepper. And can I combine these? No. Okay. But what I can do is put my soap in here. That way it's just right there when I do stuff. Alright, so that's good. I should really pick a craft room, I think. No, not back here. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, I think we'll do that upstairs. Is there anything in this trash pile? Or is it just a decorative trash pile? I think it's just a decorative trash pile. Alright, what about in here? You know what? I think we'll get rid of this zombie here. Grab corpse. There we go. Oh, I guess I can close that. Corpse, come on. There we go. He got confused putting away his weapon. Actually, we'll use the basement for our crafting area, I think. Yep, I know. Gonna drop him. Drop corpse. There we go. Open that. Grab corpse. Yep, I know. We're getting tired. Drop corpse. And what I might do at some point is drag all these out into the road and torch them. That was an old tactic I used to use to get rid of bodies. There we go. Yeah, I know we're tired. I got you, bud. Alright. We still gotta have to do something about that one. So let's go ahead, get ourselves cleaned up. So wash yourself. There we go. Wash all weapons, because that'll just help with that. And then wash all clothing. Go ahead and just top off his water. Fill our plastic bottle. We're going to take advantage of this while we still have water, because the water can shut off anytime between like day 3 and day 21 or something. So, you know, gotta be careful with that. Alright, let's see what we got in here. We have that pizza. Let's just eat like a quarter of the pizza. I don't know about y'all, but I totally will eat cold pizza. I love cold pizza. So, I don't know why it makes our dude unhappy, but I'm personally always down for a bit of cold pizza. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and read that real quick. Try and get through some more of these crafting recipe books. Alright, that was the only one. Just drop that on the floor, actually, so we don't need it in our bag. And do that one too. Read that one. Drop that on the floor. Grab these and go put that with our foods. Drop that on the floor because we don't need that either. There we go. Where are we encumbered? That's what I'm trying to figure out. The sewing kit. Yeah, what's in the sewing kit? Equip secondary. What do we have here? Measuring tape. That's fine. Needle. Good. Some buttons. Having that needle and thread's really nice. So what we could probably do... Go see if we've got any leather jackets out here. We got any leather jackets? What do you got? You got a dirty jacket. Nope, don't care about that. Actually, what we'll do is grab this corpse. So our character's rested a bit now. And we'll head outside. What we also need is a pair of scissors. Because you need scissors to make leather strips, which is what you use to reinforce leather armor, like the leather jacket. So we're going to have to find a pair of scissors or something here soon. Same thing with denim. You can use that to make denim strips out of clothes, or at least this is how it used to be. Again. Okay, for a second there I thought I heard a zombie. It was actually just the music slowly coming in. So, like, they have dirty jackets. Let's see here. Dirty jacket. Leather coat. See, that's what I'm thinking of right there. You used to be able to make really good armor out of the leather coat. Just seeing if there's another leather coat. I'm not seeing one. What we'll do is we'll go watch that. Oh, I know you're tired. You're tired, bud. That's okay. We have that hunting knife, so if we can get that hunting knife, maybe we can use that to make leather strips. Or something. Go ahead and wash all clothes. Now we get all the blood off of the leather coat as well. Alright, how we doing? We're making some fitness XP. And some strength, which is nice. So that's good. We made some foraging XP. But let's see here. Let's see what crafting recipes we can make. Because we have some stuff here. Do we have anything we can research with? Oh, see, we could cut this up with a hunting knife. Alright, that's what I thought. Let's see what our crafting recipes are. Cut up denim/leather, okay. What tailoring recipes do we know? We don't know any, apparently. Repair? Wow, nothing. Alright, let's take a look at this. Let's inspect this. So there is a small hole. So if we had fabric and needle, we could repair this. Condition overall is pretty good. So let's go see what we can do about that. Because we have needle and thread and stuff. And we have the hunting knife, so we can tear one up. So let's go see what we got. See if we can find another leather coat real quick. I don't know that either one of these out here had leather on them, but we'll take a look. Denim, turtleneck. Nope. Denim, jacket. Yeah, so. Yeah, no, not seeing any. That is unfortunate. Alright, let's head back inside. Our character wasn't so tired. We'll save this coat for something. You see, it's that scratch and bite defense that we're looking at there on the stats of the item. It'd be really nice to get some decent armor. We're just going to drop this on the ground here. That way it's not weighing us down. And I think we'll go back upstairs and take a little nap here. So our character's a bit tired, and you know, we've been working him pretty hard. And we'll probably call it there for this episode, where we dealt with the death of Gil Reddington, or Redmond, sorry, and have now started this new story of Raymond Foot. I think that's Foot. I'm not sure. Anyways, so thank you for joining me. This has been Thalen McRom with our continuation of Project Zomboid, and now our second character. If you like this content, remember to like and subscribe, and leave your comments. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. I love hearing from you guys. I love responding to comments. And you all have a great one. And remember, prosperity through grit, guile, and glory. And this episode has definitely been a bit of a test of guile and glory, considering we failed at guile and got our first character killed. So, again, have a good one. We'll catch y'all next time.